How y'all doing? I'm Cortez.
And I'm Alana.
And together with the Q&A project.
We're going to talk about whether people are just rude or, like you say, what?
It's just normal. I don't think they know that. At all.
I think this is rude. So I was at the grocery store, at the farmer's market, and I am at the register putting the stuff on, the tables that they have. The counter. And as I'm putting the stuff on the counter, a lady who is behind me waiting to pay for her stuff, she's behind me. She's looking in my cart at the basket of mangoes. Okay? And so now she's
looking at your basket of mangoes?
In mine. Okay. In my cart that I didn't take it out yet.
Right.
So I happen to turn around and I see her literally I'm like, excuse me. Oh. Are those Haitian mangoes? No.
See,
No.
But no.
You could have. Why couldn't she just, excuse me, are those Haitian mangoes? Sure. I would answer. And why are you like this?
And I say that because the people I be around, the people I've worked with before in the past, no matter who they are, I think in today's society that people I don't think they know they're being rude on purpose. They just want to know, and everybody wants to stand close and talk to you, no matter if it was COVID. Thank you. No matter if when COVID was running around rampant or anything, people wanted to. Being 6 feet away, people hated that. I don't know why. It made sense because why would you want to be up on anybody? But I don't think it's people being rude. It's just people, they're just very personable, if that's a word.
I
just think people are, because generally people are nice. So like she was really interested in your fruit that was in your bag.
This is the thing. Would you do that? Would you walk up on somebody and basically, would you stand over their cart and look in their cart at their item, up close while they're right? Would you do that?
No, I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that.
But
I wouldn't do that.
The people that I've encountered,
to me, it's rude.
But the people I've encountered is to me, since I encountered so many people that they want to stand close or they just want to just look at your things or just be nosy. People just look inside people, they walk and just stare at people's cars.
Now, all right.
But I see that so much that I don't think it's people being rude. People just fucking weird. They don't even know until you tell them, and then that's when the people be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know." It's they don't know.
Well, maybe because I've not ran into that. Staring is one thing. People stare. Sometimes I look up and somebody's staring at me or looking at me, or hell, there's other people have looked at me, so me looking at them.
Right.
So I think people look or people stare, but when you get a little too close, for me, you don't know what I've been through in my life.
She wanted your fruit.
You don't know what I've been through in my life. And if I would have just
now what if she look at it this way? I wasn't close to you, I was just.
She was close to both of us.
Near your basket.
She was close to me.
Was she older? Was she older?
She was older than me, yes. Not old, but older than me.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say old people, they ain't.
Oh no! See now.
Since she's older than
now,
you,
I will say if she was older, I would have excused that. If she was an older woman, I would not have thought anything of it because many things they can't see too well. Maybe she needed to look a little closer, whatever the case may be. But I feel like being a reasonable age, 40s, 50s. She probably was in her 40s.
You get some of your Haitian mangoes.
She could have asked me from behind her car. Excuse me, ma'am. Are those Haitian mangoes? Oh no, they're not. That's it.
Did they have Haitian mangoes that day?
I don't know. No, probably not. I don't think that. But then the thing was, if you were done shopping, which means what, you didn't look over there? Because right. I'm sure it was a lot of, I don't even know where they're from, to be honest. I don't remember. But there were a whole bunch of them. Mine looked just like the ones that were over there. No different. So she just thought I had the last batch.
Yeah.
It was rude.
I think people just don't know.
Listen, you two grown.
They don't know they're not being rude.
But then if I go off, I'm rude. If I would have just yelled out, get the fuck back, get away from me, what are you doing?
Okay, look at that. Now look at that.
If I would have yelled out, that's why I'm not a reactor. I don't really react to things immediately because I need to see what's going on here. Especially, I mean, it ain't like it was dangerous, but I was like, what are you doing? Like, why?
No, right. Now let me play devil's advocate. Usually, if somebody just like, if you just yell out like, get the fuck back, and everybody looking at you now like you're crazy, could it be that, let's say in that situation you yelled at the lady that was looking at your Haitian mangoes, and you yelled get the fuck back, and everybody turned towards you and was like, what's wrong with you? Could it be that everybody thought she did nothing wrong and you're like, everybody thought that's okay, and you think that's rude, but everybody like, oh no, it's fine?
That's a possibility.
That's what I mean by people don't know it's rude. They don't know, they just think it's normal.
That's why you set boundaries. That's why and it don't have to be in a mean way, but that's why, like, okay, so when it happened, I didn't immediately say anything to her. I know my face said it. One, I know my face said it. And that's why she went on to ask after that, but why you just couldn't lead with that. You could have just asked me without coming over to see for yourself. I don't want you breathing on my fruit. I don't want you, no offense, but the time and day we live in now, I don't want you that close.
If it was Haitian mangoes, she wanted some.
But people probably already looked over it because I am buying it from the farmer's market. There's other people who looked over it for fruit too. Huh?
True, I get your point, but I just think people don't know that.
I'm thinking too much. But anyway, but still. Because I wash my fruit.
So what y'all think? Do y'all think people just rude on purpose, or some people just don't know? That's their normal daily, I guess, I don't know, activity.
Or they just don't have no manners. People don't have manners. I have manners.
When you got manners, you're rude.
And that's
what if you don't know? What if you like if everybody think that's normal?
I don't think.
Look at your
so if I walked over to her cart and I was like, oh, so are those Georgia watermelons? Are those Georgia watermelons? And she like, girl, what are you doing? Get away from me. I'm sorry. I don't think people just like people looking over there.
Well, true. I'm just saying people just don't know.
Stuff.
The Haitian mangoes.
Bye.
What she said. Like, share, and subscribe. Y'all be